In this video, I will show you how to add, delete, rename sprites, and how to change background. So how do we add sprite? To add sprite, you come to the sprite listing that's below the stage. So under the sprite listing, there's a button there that says choose a sprite. You see, I just put my pointer on the button. So when you click on this button, it will link you to collection of sprites. So now you have them in different categories. You can choose animal, people, fantasy, depends on the sprite you want to add, the categories it belongs to. So let's assume we want to add something like animal. So we'll choose animal and then we'll select the sprite. So now let's add shake. You just click on it and it will appear. So if you look at your sprite listing area, you have two sprites. Currently, initially we have one. So we just added this shake to it, right? Then how do we delete sprite? If you want to delete sprite, it's just a matter of selecting that sprite. Now we have two sprites here. Let's assume I want to delete the shake we just added. I'll click on it and you see that delete button there. So you just click on it and it will disappear. Or you right click on the sprite and you select delete. So in that case, you've deleted the sprite. So let's say delete and the sprite has disappeared. So we are left with just the cat sprite. Then how do we rename sprite? Now, renaming sprite is important because sometimes you may want to change the name of the sprite. Remember, if we insert a new sprite like this, Abby, you see that the name is Abby, right? It comes with a default name, maybe Amon, you see. So now we may want to use a name based on our style of scripting. So in that case, you come to this sprite area here, because when you select each of the sprites, their names will appear here. The names will appear here. So you can click here, remove that name and type another name. So maybe, for example, I want to change it to Bob, right? So now I'm using Bob. So this sprite name will now be Bob. So if I click on another sprite, you'll see that its name will appear, Abby, cat, right? Like just like that. So that is how we can rename sprite. The last but not the least, how do we change the background? Currently, you see that my background is not plain. It's actually changed already, but we'll change it to another background. So what do? If we want to change the sprite background, remember this first button is to insert new sprite, right? Choose a sprite. Then this next one here is for background. So what do? That's you can see the choose a backdrop. So when you click on it, you are presented with different backdrop. So you can choose any one of your choice. So maybe you want to choose something like this, castle. So take castle 4. So now we have castle 4 while the other sprite is on. So we've successfully changed our background. We can go and select any other one should the case we are not okay with this one. So click on this. So we have a new background. So that's how we change the sprite background. So like we talk here about adding new sprite, deleting new sprite. Now, why is it important to know how to add new sprite? For example, if you are creating a game, you may need more characters. You may need not just one character, you may need more characters. For example, if you are creating a game like let's say sport, one character will not be enough, so you need more characters. So in that case, you need to learn how to add a sprite.